A little bit of time before we can actually start fishing, but that's all right, doesn't hurt to get here a little bit early. The sea's really flattened off with that offshore wind. Hardly a ripple on the water, other than just that, you know, that little bit of wind on the surface. Yeah, some of these marks are a bit of a trek to get to. Uphill and over dale, as they say, and then once you get to the base of the cliffs, you've got a load of kelp and boulders. But it's nice. It's nice to sort of push yourself a little bit, decent bit of exercise, and just take your time, and it's perfectly safe. It's always fascinated me how the wind swirls around on this particular mark. You look at it on the map and you see the wind going straight over the top, and you think it's going to give you some great shelter on a southerly wind. It does a bit further along, but on this particular area, don't know why, it just seems to come over the top and comes back at you. It makes things a bit uncomfortable at times, but it's all good fun. I don't think it's going to affect the fishing too much. All the fish are concerned about is that it's mild, there's food out there. Let's get some bait in the water. Well, if I'm not mistaken, that is a bite. Yeah, tip just kind of pulled over, came up a little bit. We'll give it a little bit more time, see what happens. There she goes. Oh, she's gone slack. What have we got? Oh, that's pulling back, lovely. Wow. Oh, she is pulling back. Feels quite lumpy, whatever it is. Just got to try and slowly coax her in over this gnarly seabed. Well, I'll tell you what, the way this is actually scrapping, I can see it's on the surface, but is it actually a ray? Looks more like a conger to me. I think it probably is. That would explain those vicious head shakes when I first hooked into her. Now, I hope she realises that I haven't got a wire trace on, because it does feel like quite a decent fish. Don't quite know how we're going to land her, but haven't got a gaff or a net. It's not a monster, but it would be nice to get her in for a bit of a photo opportunity. Strange to see eels of this size on this venue at this time of year though, really. Yeah, it's probably a double figure fish. Yeah, so this could be a bit of fun now. Yeah, she's a nice eel. There we are. Not the kind of double I was really looking for on the first cast, but we'll take it. She gave a really good scrap, and it's really nice actually to see the congers making a bit of a comeback in the channel. Been loads of very small ones around the last couple of years, but you know, they're starting to pack on the pounds. There's obviously a lot of food out there. There's not a lot that's going to eat the congers apart from the odd seal. So yeah, nice success story. Right, let's get this beauty back in the water. Beautiful. God, when that wind blows, it really does take it out of you. Now, have we lost the lead on this rig? Not sure. It's possibly still there, actually. Tell you what, my line's taken a hammering this morning. I've only had 2 casts. There we go. Come here. Let's get a bit tidied up here, head along to the next mark. You've only got to look at the seabed here to see why you need to be using a weak link system. If you didn't bother with a rotten bottom, as we call it, then your lead would get stuck. You'd probably snap your line and lose everything. By using that weak link, it means that the lead will get snapped off, but more importantly, you'll get your rig back and hopefully the fish if there's one on there. So I think I'm actually going to call it a day now. I've had a really enjoyable short session this morning. Probably been fishing for 90 minutes or just over. The wind has been absolutely horrific though. It's really grueling, I've got to say. Well, I was going to make that the last cast of the day and wound this little codling in. Lovely to see, prime condition, beautiful run of fish at the moment. Only small, but God, it's windy at the moment. Only small, but they all count. Let's stick this one back. Thanks for watching. See you next time.